Welcome back to TLDR's daily briefing for Tuesday the 24th of June 2025. In today's episode, we cover the NATO summit in The Hague, Germany's defence spending plans, and the Israel-Iran ceasefire. But first, Canada and the EU sign a new security pact. The European Union and Canada have taken a significant step towards deeper security collaboration and have signed a security partnership that moves them closer to cooperation on military purchases. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney yesterday attended a summit in Brussels to formalise the agreement, which sets the stage for Canada's political participation in the EU's ambitious €150 billion Security Action for Europe, or SAFE initiative, which itself is part of the broader €800 billion Rearm Europe programme. The agreement paves the way for Canada and the EU to pool resources from each other and access each other's complementary industries. At a news conference alongside Carney and European Council President Antonio Costa in Brussels, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen said the EU and Canada would swiftly launch talks on Canada accessing the financial instrument. Von der Leyen emphasised that this partnership would strengthen Canada's role in Europe's rapidly evolving defence landscape and benefit European industries and transatlantic security ties. At the same briefing, Carney expressed that he was very pleased with the move, arguing that it would make military procurement more cost-effective and efficient for Canada and other NATO allies committed to significantly increasing their defence spending, a commitment that will be reaffirmed at the ongoing NATO summit in The Hague. This partnership aligns with both Canada's and the EU's broader strategic goals of reducing reliance on the United States for security. Under the Trump administration, Canada faced tariffs and political pressure, including calls from President Trump to consider joining the US as a 51st state, prompting Ottawa to seek diversifying its alliances and strengthening multilateral security efforts. Meanwhile, amid indications from Trump that he may scale back US involvement in European security, the EU has been actively forging new security pacts with other partners, including a recent agreement with the United Kingdom last month. You're listening to TLDR's daily briefing. If you want more explainers on what's happening in the world, then you should check out TLDR's other channels. Today, we released videos on the challenges facing NATO's new 5% target, and why oil prices haven't yet surged following the Iran-Israel conflict. You can find those videos linked in the description or show notes for this episode, or by searching for TLDR on YouTube or Nebula. NATO allies are today beginning a 2-day summit in The Hague, the Netherlands, for a historic meeting with a focus on military spending. Major topics of discussion are likely to include a proposed new defence spending target of 5% of GDP, Zelensky's warning of a possible Russian attack on NATO within 5 years, and Trump's expectations for the alliance. As well as leaders, defence ministers and foreign ministers from NATO's 32 member states, NATO's partners in the Indo-Pacific, Australia, South Korea and New Zealand, are also expected at the summit. We'll be sure to bring you further updates in tomorrow's daily briefing, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Germany will boost its defence spending by more than 2/3 by 2029, more than both France and the UK, according to leaked budget plans seen by the Financial Times. In a huge rearmament drive, German military expenditure is projected to reach €162 billion in 2029, up from €95 billion this year. The budget plans, which are due to be presented by Germany's Finance Minister Lars Klingbeil today, mean that core defence spending will rise to about 3.5% of GDP over the next 4 years, up from around 2.4% in 2025. It comes a couple of months after Germany lifted its constitutional debt cap to allow for up to €1 trillion in borrowing for defence and infrastructure spending over the next decade. And finally, in news from the Middle East, Israel and Iran have both accused each other of violating a ceasefire declared by US President Donald Trump earlier on Tuesday morning. Israel said it had detected missile launches from Iran, while Iran said that reports it fired a missile at Israel after the ceasefire began were false. Trump has also said he is unhappy with both sides and added that Israel needs to calm down. Following reports that an Iranian missile was launched at Israel, Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz said Israel would respond forcefully with powerful strikes against regime targets in the heart of Tehran. It follows comments by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu last week, suggesting that the war could bring regime change in Iran. Netanyahu has also said that killing Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, could end the war. That's all for today. We'll be back with you tomorrow, so make sure you're subscribed wherever you listen. In the meantime, if you want to keep up on all the TLDR content we've released across our channels, then consider subscribing to our new weekly newsletter, which is published every Friday. You can do so by clicking the link in the description. This was a TLDR news production hosted by Georgina Findlay, written by Nadja Lovadinov and Georgina Findlay, and produced by Scarlett Watchorn. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back again tomorrow.